Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Hosting a tournament, running a sports camp, collecting team fees, youth or adult, Tournament Depot offers end-to-end solutions for everything you need to make running your organization a pleasure. Quick registration setup, team management, communication, leaderboard, online updates, simple and or self-check-in. Don't hate the bookkeeping process. Let us help make them painless and quick. Let us show you how easy it can be. Check us out at tournamentdepot.com or call us at 612-524-9981 for information.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Good evening and welcome to Marshfield Columbus High School. We've got girls basketball action for you tonight as the Dons of Columbus play host to Eastern Clover Bell Conference foe Greenwood. Thanks for joining us tonight here on Selesky Sports. I'm Paul Knopf. Andy Knopf is doing the engineering tonight. The Dons come into action tonight with a 9-9 record, 7-5 in the Clover Bell Conference. They're led in scoring by junior Jenna Kibble, who averages 12 points per game. Maggie Callahan, a sophomore, contributes 8.2 points per game, but she's actually going to be out for this ball game here tonight. The Greenwood Indians are 3-15 overall, 2-10 in the Clover Bell Conference. They're led in scoring by senior Mesa Rasmussen, who's averaging 11 points and 5 rebounds on the season. First time that these two teams met was back on Tuesday, December 21st. Columbus knocked off Greenwood that night 50-37. Jenna Kibble had 20 points for Columbus. Avery Wietrich had 16 points for Greenwood. Mesa Rasmussen chipped in with 10 in that loss for the Indians. Last time out for Columbus was Tuesday. They beat Owen Withee up in Owen Withee 51-28. Meanwhile, the Greenwood Indians' last game was on Monday, January 31st. It was a loss to Spencer, but a pretty close contest against a very good Spencer team. They lost 52-47. So this should be an interesting one tonight. The Dons are going to be shorthanded. and the Indians seem to be playing a little bit better basketball coming into action tonight. Let's take a look around the Clover Bell Conference coming into play tonight. First of all, we'll tell you where teams are playing. Gilman will be playing at Owen Withee tonight, and Neillsville will be at Spencer. So that should be a good contest up in Spencer, as Neillsville's 12-0 in the conference, Spencer 11-1. And I know from talking to those Spencer players after they knocked off Columbus, they kind of had Neillsville in their sights. They wanted another chance to play the Warriors, and they'll get it tonight. We'll see how that one plays out. Coming into action tonight, the leading scorer in the conference is Heaven Kinn from Spencer. She's averaging 19.9 points per game. Tatum Weir up in Gilman averages 15.7. Jenna Kibble from Columbus averages 11.9. Mesa Rasmussen from Greenwood averages 10.8. And Emma Mosley from Neillsville averages 9.9 points per game. So we're just about ready for action tonight. Here at Columbus, again, we've got the Columbus Dons playing host to the Greenwood Indians here on Zaleski Sports, and it's brought to us by our fine sponsors, including our game day sponsors, Century 21 Team Community Realtors, Columbus Catholic High School, Wisconsin Homes, Tire Town, Buccaneer Supper Club, G&D Wood Products, and Bullseye Sports. Just about ready to turn over to public address announcer Joe Byrel for tonight's national anthem and starting lineups, and we'll have basketball action for you in just a couple minutes.
Tonight, in an Eastern Clover Bell Conference matchup, the Indians of Greenwood High School will take on your Columbus Dons. We would ask that you please stand, remove your hats for an opening prayer delivered by School Chaplain Father Daniel Williams.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Strong and faithful God, as we come together for this contest, we ask you to bless these athletes, keep them safe from injury and harm, instill in them respect for one another, and reward them for their perseverance. Lead us all to the rewards of your kingdom, where you live and reign forever and ever. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
We would ask that you please remain standing for the national anthem played by the best band in the land, your Columbus High School Pep Band, under the direction of Mr. Tom Zimmerman. Starting lineup for the Greenwood Indians. At guard, a 5'6" sophomore, number 2, Avery Wheatrick. At 4 to 5'10", freshman, number 11, Tyson Lindner. At guard, a 5'6", senior, number 12, Keith Evo. At guard, a 5'7", senior, number 13, Mesa Rasmussen. And at guard, a 5'3", senior, number 44, Emma True. The Indians are coached by Trevor Wietrick and assisted by Chris. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Dons fans of all ages, get on your feet for the starting lineup of your Columbus Dons. At guard, 5'6" junior, number 10, Mira Torbay. At guard, 5'4" sophomore, number 14, Sam Casperson. At 4 to 5'10" junior, number 22, Haley Zimmerman. At guard, 5'5" junior, number 23, Lily Stratton. And at 4 to 5'9" junior, number 32, Jenna Kibble.
All right, starting lineups tonight. Greenwood will start. Avery Wietrick, a 5'7" sophomore. Tyson Linder, a 5'8" freshman. Kaya Abel, a 5'6" senior. Mesa Rasmussen, a 5'7" senior. And Emma Schlew, a 5'4" senior. Meanwhile, for Columbus, their starting lineup will be Mira Torbay. She's a junior. Sam Casperson, a sophomore. Haley Zimmerman, a 5'10" sophomore. She's a junior. Lily Stratman, a 5'3" junior. And Jenna Kibble, a 5'9" junior for Columbus. Columbus in their home white uniforms with the blue lettering and trim. And the Greenwood Indians, they're traveling red with the white trim. Tip is controlled by Haley Zimmerman to Jenna Kibble, and we're off. Stratman finds Casperson behind the zone. Shot missed. Kibble rebound, and she is fouled. So good start for the Dons. A little set piece that time, looking for Casperson on the baseline. Underneath the zone, behind the zone. Shot was missed, but Kibble was right there for the offensive rebound, and she was fouled by Tyson Linder, her first personal foul. Kibble's first shot is up and good. Jenna Kibble, again, the leading scorer for these Dons, averaging about, what's she averaging now? About 12 points per game. Second free throw for Kibble is up and good. So good start for Kibble from the line. 2 perfect free throws. Again, the Dons are going to be without their second leading scorer tonight. Sophomore Maggie Callahan is out with an injury. Avery Wietrick into the front court. She'll center it as they whip it around to Rasmussen. Now Rasmussen back to Wietrick. Actually, that was Schlew, number 44. Pass to the high post to Kaya Abel. Now back out to Schlew. They whip it around to Abel. Has the ball go through her hands. Looking for an open spot. Schlew three-pointer on the way, and that's good from the left wing. So Emma Schlew, first bucket for the Indians, and it's 3-2, full court pressure. Now for Coach Trevor Wietrick's Greenwood Indians squad. As Casperson will cross on the dribble. Looks like the Indians are going to fall back into man defense. Now Casperson in trouble near midcourt. Finds Haley Zimmerman right in front of us. She'll center and hand off to Mira Torbay, who's getting the start tonight in place of Maggie Callahan, who is out with that injury. Hopefully she gets better soon as Casperson drives, and she traveled with it. So turnover back to the Indians, and the Dons will play some full court pressure as well. It's like a 2-1-2, trapping three-quarter court defense. Kibble near steal, has the ball go out of bounds, and it's going to stay Greenwood Indian ball. Inbounds, comes to Schlew. Guarded out there by Stratman. Looks like Columbus is playing a zone. Maybe a 2-3 with Stratman and Casperson on top. Nice drive by Wietrick. Nobody stopped ball that time, and Avery Wietrick has her first bucket of the game. Got a whistle and a delay of game warning against the Greenwood Indians after that made basket. If you're the team that scored it, you cannot touch that ball. And the next one's going to be a technical foul for delay of game. So inbounds for Stratman, inbounds to Kibble. Indians up 5-2 here in the early going. Again, these two teams squared off on December 21st. It was a close game in that one. Columbus getting the win, but Greenwood playing a little bit better basketball. Almost, hanging right with Spencer the other night on Monday night. Here's Torbay looking to cross over Wietrich. Wietrich staying in front. Stratman guarded by Shalou. A couple dribbles with the left hand for Stratman. Outside Kasperson. Ball knocked away and stolen by Abel. Now here's Kaya Abel. Has the ball stolen by Stratman. Turnabout's fair play, but Stratman stepped on the baseline, and it's going to be Greenwood ball underneath. 16 minutes left to go, so 4 minutes have gone by, and it's 5-2 Indians. Avery Wietrich, sophomore, looks to inbound. Shot on the way is off the mark, and that was Mesa Rasmussen on that little set piece on the inbound, missing the short-range jumper. Kasperson had the pack. Left-handed layup, no good. Fight for the loose ball. Kasperson comes from behind. Oh, they're going to get the jump ball. That was a bear hug by Kasperson coming from behind, but they said that they had her hands on the ball, so it's going to be a jump ball, and on the alternating possession, it's going to be Greenwood ball. 5-2 is the score. Here's Wietrich crossing the timeline. Up ahead to Abel. Abel drives, and we're going to have a bump on Kibble. Abel got the shoulder that time, and Kibble with a little hand check. So a quick foul on Jenna Kibble. One team foul apiece now for Greenwood and Columbus. Here's Wietrich triggering on the baseline. See what they run. Pass comes inside. Shot is up and good for Tyson Linder, the 5'8 freshman. And Greenwood off to a very nice start. 5-point lead for the Indians, 7-2. 15:29 left to go with Stratman. Working against Shalou. Crosses with the left hand. Jump stop outside Kibble. Stratman now guarded by Shalou, gets a ball screen from Zimmerman. The Dons look to find some cutters. Stratman in some trouble. Pressure defense now by the Indians. Kibble drives, spins, left-handed shot is good. Man, we've said it many times, but Jenna Kibble is, I think, better with her left hand sometimes down in the post than she is with her strong hand. Very adept at that little drop step and finishing with the left hand. She gambled that time, and the ball goes out of bounds. Kibble kind of fortunate that time as she gambled, missed the steal, and if the Indians were to be able to corral that one, they might have got an open layup, but Linder had the ball go off her hands. Here's Stratman looking to trigger. Inbounds comes to Kibble. Outside to Stratman. Back to Kibble. Indians just playing man defense right now, a little token pressure, full court. Give the Dons a little something to think about. Torbay on the wing. Mira, the junior, getting the start tonight in place of Miggy Callahan. She's pivoting. She's in trouble. Got to get rid of it. Near 5-second violation that time. Ball comes to Zimmerman. Zimmerman hounded out there by Mesa Rasmussen. Now Zimmerman will spin. Leave it out to Kasperson. Kasperson drives to the left hand. Out of bounds to Torbay. Torbay down the lane. Little jump shot on the way from 7. No good. Offensive rebound. That's how you follow your shot. Nice pass inside to Zimmerman. Give Torbay a lot of credit there. Missed the shot, followed her shot, got the offensive rebound, and was able to feed running mate Haley Zimmerman for the bucket. It's 7-6, 1-point lead for Greenwood. We'll take a quick break and come back to Columbus Catholic right after this on Zaleski Sports.
With more winter snow on the way, make your way to Chili Implement. Chili Implement, located conveniently between Marshfield and Chili, just north of Highway 10, is ready to help you make snow removal easier. Visit Chili Implement and see how their complete selection of Kubota and Cub Cadet snow removal machines will simplify your winter. Chili Implement open Monday through Saturday for sales, service, and parts. Chili Implement will also help you finance your next purchase. You can also see more at chiliimplement.com.
Back to action. Full court pressure by the Dons being played. The Indians looking to break it with Avery Wietrich, the sophomore, working against Zimmerman. It's a zone full court pressure. They've got nearly a 10-second violation that time. Indians just in the nick of time cross the timeline. Pass by Shalou looking for Linder, and that goes out of bounds. Tyson Linder, a 5'8 freshman, getting the start tonight for the Indians. She already has a bucket. Working hard down in the post. Haley Zimmerman working hard on the stage, going to retrieve that ball with 13:59 left to go. Thanks for tuning us in tonight on Zaleski Sports. Great night stay home and watch some basketball in the comfort of your own living room as Wietrich has her pocket picked by Casperson. Now Casperson in the backcourt is double teamed, and we're going to get a little ticky-tack foul that time on Kaya Abel, as Wietrich and Abel were looking to apply the trap in the backcourt. A little too handsy from Kaya Abel. 13:46 left to go. Here's an inbounds. Comes to Jenna Kibble. Working against Lindner. Good matchup here between the junior and the freshman as Kibble outside to Gracie Wilczek, who's on the floor for the Dons. Torbay takes a seat. Zimmerman open three. Oh, that looked good from here. Off the back iron, a little too strong. Rebound comes down to Wietrich. So those of you that might not know, very strong Greenwood-Columbus connection, as Coach Ron Wilczek from the Columbus Dons and his wife, both Greenwood graduates. There are some other connections between Greenwood and Columbus I can think of, but that is one of them. Courtney Summer onto the floor for Columbus, and Brittany Waldy onto the floor for the Greenwood Indians. Here come the Dons. Down by one, 7-6. Jenna Kibble working against Lindner. Kibble will center. Now looking backdoor to Stratman. Pass to Zimmerman. Good hands by the Indians. Zimmerman spins down the lane. A little hook shot. Offensive rebound, and she's tied up. Ball goes out of bounds. We're going to get a jump ball as Waldy stuck her nose in there and got her hand on top of the ball. Coach Trevor Wietrich has a pretty young squad. Waldy is a sophomore out there. Onto the floor now, 34, Sarah Reif. And paying dividends as Reif gets the quick steal. Down the lane, here's a tough shot on the way. Oh, what a shot by Mesa Rasmussen. Here comes Kibble across the timeline. Her squad down by 3, 9-6 in the early going. Stratman working against Schlu. Schlu closes it down outside to Kibble behind the three-point arc. Now she drives to the left hand, tries to leave it for Summer outside Stratman. Head fake, dribbles to the free throw line, looking for cutters. Here's Kibble. Nice move by Kibble, little jump stop, and there's that left-handed layup again by Jenna Kibble as she's working against Sarah Reif, the sophomore, just into the ballgame. Ooh, dangerous cross-court pass that time. Indians fortunate. Waldy came down with it. Now Waldy, nice bounce down to Reif. Shot blocked partially from behind. Courtney Summer getting a hand on there and gets the rebound. Nice job by Courtney Summer with the block and able to get that rebound. Here comes Gracie Wilczek on a bounce outside to Stratman. Haley Zimmerman thinks about the three, goes to work down the lane line, leaves it for Courtney Summer. Little weave action as Kibble steps back, thinks about the three, thinks better of it. Stratman gets a ball screen. Outside, Zimmerman, open three, right of center. That's good for Haley Zimmerman. Nice possession by the Dons that time. Working against this man pressure. They were patient, and Haley Zimmerman has 5 points after that three-pointer. There are a couple instances there where here's Schlu shooting up a three-pointer. Oh, and she banks it in. I knew as soon as that left her hand, that was going to bank in. It just had that look to it. Here's Kibble finishing my thought. The earlier possession by Columbus. They had a couple times they could have forced up a shot, but they got a better one. And Haley Zimmerman cashed in with a three-pointer. Downs down by one, and Zimmerman loses the ball. Out of bounds, turnover, back to the Indians. Wietrich back on the floor for Greenwood. Kaya Abel will take a seat. So again, Avery Wietrich is a sophomore. She's out there with Schlu, who is a senior. Rasmussen, a senior. Waldy in trouble, double team near midcourt. Gets it outside to Rasmussen. Another open three for Schlu off the back iron, too strong. Mira Torbay back on the floor, rips down that rebound. Now she's double teamed in the backcourt. Good job of getting it to Stratman. Don't panic. Here's Wilczek feeding the high post, and Kibble, a little up and under. She gets outside. Torbay, 8-footer on the way, rolls around, and good. Mira Torbay off the nice feed from Kibble. Kibble drew a crowd down there, and Torbay was wide open from the elbow. Here's Rasmussen. Jump stop, feeding the post. Tough shot on the way down there for Reif as Kibble altered that shot. Rebound comes down to the Dons. Dons now up by one, 13-12. Got 10-17 left to go here in the first half. Here's Torbay. Getting a ball screen. That was a moving screen. Good call by the ref that time. Oh, wait. Yep. Yeah, that was the right call that time. Summer was not set when she set that screen. She kind of got her hip into her. Coach Wilczek asked for the explanation, got the explanation. He kind of nodded in agreement that was a moving screen that time by Summer. And that is going to be team foul number 2. So 2 team fouls for both these teams. Here come the Indians, back to work, down by 1. Schlu on a bounce outside to Rasmussen, drives with the left hand around Summer, blocked by Rasmussen. That's her second block here in the last couple minutes. Now Rasmussen able to get the ball back. Shot on the way is good. Nice move by Kaya Abel, and that's her first bucket of the game. That was kind of a tough one as her body was taking her to the left, and she finished with the right hand. Here's Wilczek. Don's down by 1. Screened by Summer. Outside Torbay. Torbay drives to the left hand. Outside to Wilczek. Picks it up. Back to Torbay behind the arc. Guarded by Rasmussen. Gets a screen from Summer. Bounce to Summer on the high post. Courtney Summer out to Torbay. Torbay drives to the left hand. Outside to Casperson. Another patient possession by the Dons, and Casperson walked with it that time. Could see her put her hands up in frustration to her head after she realized what she had done. Turnover back to the Indians, 14-13. Not a lot of margin of error here tonight for Columbus. They're not the deepest team. And being out without Callahan, these girls are going to have to play a lot of minutes as Wietrich throws up a three-pointer. That looked good from here off the back iron. Offensive rebound, Rasmussen. Schlu, another three-pointer on the way, and that is off the top of the backboard. Rebound. A near miss that time by Kaya Abel. She had the nice offensive rebound. Couldn't get that shot to go. Rebound off the hands of Lindner and out of bounds. Wilczek triggers to Torbay. 8:51 left to go. Don's down by 1. 14-13 is the score. Wilczek crosses over Schlu. Schlu staying in front. Wilczek on a bounce outside to Torbay. Got bad spacing down there in the post right now for the Dons as Courtney Summer now trapped. Gets it to Wilczek. Wilczek blocked from behind by Schlu, and the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Greenwood ball. Good hands by Schlu knocking that ball out of bounds. 8:30 left to go in the first half. Thanks for tuning us in tonight on Zaleski Sports. Pretty quick moving half. Only really one stoppage of play for a timeout. Not a lot of fouls as Torbay shot on the way, no good. There's Hansen onto the floor, and Hansen, good offensive rebound, misses that shot. Summer almost had another offensive rebound, but the ball comes down to Schlu. Now here's Schlu into the front court, working against Torbay. Tough shot on the way for Schlu, no good. Linder taps it back. Rasmussen tries to save it, but it goes out of bounds right in front of the Dons bench. So Callie Hansen getting some play out there as a freshman on the varsity floor tonight as the Dons are shorthanded. In fact, no JV game tonight. The Dons did not have enough players to field a JV squad. Here's Torbay, left wing, guarded by Rasmussen. Torbay crosses over Rasmussen. Rasmussen doing a good job of staying in front. Now Torbay needs to find somebody, and that could be a 5-second call. Very, very close that time. Casperson has the ball, and a full timeout by Coach Ron Wilczek as that possession didn't have a good look to it for Coach Wilczek. We'll take a quick timeout as well. 7:47 left to go in the first half. It's 14-13. Indians on top of the Dons. Back to Columbus after this on Zaleski Sports.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Back to Columbus Catholic High School. It is 14-13. Greenwood Indians on top of the Dons. Our broadcast tonight brought to us by Spectrum Benefit Solutions, with offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. Every trip to the free throw line tonight is going to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. Here's Wilczek working against Addison Davidson, who's on the floor for the Indians. Picks up the dribble, gets it to Kibble. Now Kibble working against Linder, the freshman. I think that might be a matchup that favors the Dons. Kibble has plenty of varsity experience out there. Zimmerman outside to Wilczek. But Linder has definitely held her own on both ends of the floor. Zimmerman hands off to Stratman, gets a ball screen from Zimmerman. Down the lane, she was tripped from behind by accident, just incidental contact. Rebound comes down to Linder. There's a nice pass inside to Linder, running the floor, misses the bunny. Now a fight for the loose ball, and Linder rips it away from Kibble. Davidson. Outside to Abel. Now Mesa Rasmussen, catch and shoot three-pointer is off the front iron, no good. Wilczek tracks down that offensive rebound from the perimeter. Now here's Kibble up ahead of the pack, and she traveled with it. Got the ball stuck on her shoulder that time and took a step with it. 6:55 left to go. Nice showing here by the Greenwood Indians. Again, the Indians coming to the ball game tonight with a record of 3-15 overall, only 2-10 in the Clover Bell Conference. The Dons 9-9 overall, 7-5 in the conference. But if you're just joining us, Don's second leading scorer and one of their primary ball handlers and Maggie Callahan out with an injury. There's a block, and Kibble gets the rebound, and we've got a foul. That's going to go against one of the Indians. I think that will go against Rasmussen. That's going to be a foul on Rasmussen. First foul on Rasmussen. Again, the leading scorer for these Greenwood Indians. Here come the Dons. They'll have to go the length of the floor now against man pressure. There's Linder moving the feet, staying in front of Kibble. Linder takes a fall, gets right back up. Stratman outside Kibble, three-pointer left to center. You can't leave her open from out there. She's a good shooter. Misses that one. Davidson gets the rebound, and she is fouled by Wilczek or Stratman. Not sure which one. I think they're going to get Wilczek. So after that foul, it's going to be Greenwood Indian ball. 6:23 left to go. Here in the first half, Mesa Rasmussen back to Wietrich. 1-2-2 trapping pressure right now being played by the Dons. Indians doing a nice job of breaking it as Wietrich guarded by Rasmussen, or I should say by Stratman. High post and Rasmussen outside to Wietrich, working against Zimmerman. Little shot on the way from 10 is good. I think she might have got hit on the arm that time, but somehow Wietrich able to nail that bucket from about 8. Tough shot off the dribble as Kibble kind of probing down there. Tries to find Summer, a little cross lane action. The ball goes out of bounds, and the Indians didn't touch it. So that's going to be a turnover back to the Indians, and Wietrich is going to trigger in the backcourt. Let's see how the Indians handle this pressure now. Up by 3, 16-13. With this 1-2-2 pressure, the Dons will be looking to trap, especially right after half court. Nice job of getting in the front court. And Rasmussen had an open three. That shot was missed. Fight for the loose ball. Linder going to the floor with Stratman, and we're going to get a jump ball. Good hustle by Linder. Don's got to get a body. And that's what is kind of difficult when you're playing a zone. It's more difficult to rebound, I think, for the defensive team out of a zone because, when you're playing man, you just turn around and nice inbounds play to Rasmussen. And she walked with it. She should have gone right up that time. I think she was a little bit surprised that she got the ball. And Haley Zimmerman was right there, and she's got some long arms. She bat the ball away. If Rasmussen, I should say, wasn't careful. Inbounds to Kibble. Don's down by 3, 16-13. Kibble crosses over Linder. Now probing with the right hand. Outside, Wilczek wide open from 16 is good. There was Wilczek again, kind of drawing a crowd and kicking it out to Gracie Wilczek. And Wilczek has her first bucket. Wilczek just a freshman. Wietrich to Rasmussen. Pass to Abel. Good hustle by Kibble. Flies down there and knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll be Greenwood ball on the baseline. 5:07 left to go. The lead down to 1, 16-15. Indians have been ahead pretty much throughout this first half, but not by much. No separation to speak of. inadvertent buzzer that time. Play on as the Indians look to feed Linder. Ball off her hands, and Kibble rips it away. It's kind of interesting watching basketball this year. You see a lot of underclassmen that you just know are going to have big years in 1 or 2 years. Oh, great job of reading the passing lane by Abel. Down the lane, layup with the right hand is good. Kaya Abel. Great defense by Abel. Saw that pass from a mile away. Got it. Got herself to the right side of the basket. Finished with a strong hand. Here's Kibble now. One of the problems for the Dons is Kibble has been kind of a disproportionately large part of their offense in recent games. Here's Wilczek down the lane. Left-handed layup, no good. Rebound comes to Davidson. Stolen from behind. Nice defense by Kibble. Ball knocked out of bounds, and I think that's going to be off of Wietrich. Yes, good call by the ref as Wietrich knocks it out of bounds. Wietrich and Stratman doing battle. Davidson onto the floor for the Indians, along with Schlu, as Linder will take a seat along with Davidson. Trevor Wietrich getting some good minutes from all his girls out there tonight. Wietrich triggers, inbounds to Summer. Okay, and Wietrich is calling for a timeout because she has blood. And I think, let's see what they did. They might count that basket. Okay, looks like the basket is good. And it's going to be hoop in the harm, so Summer is going to go to the free throw line after that made basket. You could see Avery Wietrich was asking the ref to stop play because she was bleeding, but the refs are kind of taught you have to let the play transpire. And once there's no movement towards the basket, once the play is settled down, then you call timeout and let the player off the floor. The exception is if a player is in a prone position. If the player could be injured, then you want to stop play immediately, but that was not the case there as Wietrich asked for the timeout. We've got an injury timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 4:11 left to go here in the first half. 18-17, 1 point lead for the Indians. Back to Columbus Catholic after this.
First things first with Mid-State Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Mid-State Technical College.
Back to Marshall Columbus on this Thursday night. So the refs are looking for any blood that might be on the court. Got to clean that up. After Avery Wietrich, I think she took one to the nose, and I think that might have happened the play before they actually stopped play. I could see her kind of rubbing her nose like she might have caught one. I think her and Stratman got tangled up going for a loose ball, and she just realized as that next play transpired that she had sprung a leak, which will happen, unfortunately, when you're playing basketball. Kids are tough, and they're going to stop the bleeding. And she'll be back in this ballgame. You remember a couple games ago when Columbus played Spencer and Heaven Kind opened up kind of a gaping wound above her eyebrow. I didn't exactly see what happened, but that had to stop play for quite a long time. It's a little bit gory out there, but Kind was okay. She was laughing on the bench about it and got clobbered in the nose a play or two later. Our broadcast tonight brought to us by Fleet Farm. Fleet Farm's hiring event going on now. All locations are looking to hire, get competitive pay, flexible scheduling, and a 20% discount for you and your immediate family. Apply online today. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. Stay tuned for the Nasonville Dairy post-game report. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield Curtis or at NasonvilleDairy.com. Of course, those are the virtual cheese curds, not quite the same. I think we're just about ready. I think things are getting cleaned up. We might have basketball action for you again here tonight. That's the hope anyway. And when we get back to action as the whistles blow, we'll have 4:11 left in the first half. The Dons trailing the Indians 18-17. And it's going to be Courtney Summer at the free throw line. You know, I was a little bit distracted by what was happening with Wietrich, but Courtney Summer went on a drive and must have made a layup and got fouled. So Courtney, the sophomore, is at the free throw line trying to complete the three-point play. Kind of a tough break for Greenwood because they were down a defender as Wietrich couldn't go. Free throw is up and missed. Wietrich was at the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Give Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro a call today, the number one choice for cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. Kai Abel catching high post. Runner is missed. Loose ball goes off a handful of Dons and comes down to the Indians. And Schlu with a reset outside to Waldy. Schlu on a skip, and that pass stolen away by Summer. Onto the floor for the Indians is Lainey Trampush, a 5'7" sophomore. Rasmussen getting set to check back in for the Indians. Here's a shot on the baseline for Wilczek, and Wilczek has 4. Nice release by Gracie from about 15 on the left baseline. Schlu, runner on the way is no good. Rebound tracked down by Wilczek, and now Wilczek and Schlu go to the floor. Loose ball, play on. Waldy picks it up, splits a double team. Leaves it outside for Schlu. Schlu working against Wilczek. Nice pass down to Davidson, but Haley Zerman bumped her, and that's going to be 2 shots for Davidson. Casperson getting to check back in for the Dons, getting set to check back in. Mesa Rasmussen will be back on the floor. Oh, they're going to say that was on the floor, so Greenwood will trigger on the baseline. Lainey Trampush will take a seat. Sarah Reif back on the floor as well for the Indians. Here's Rasmussen, has a go off her hands, gets it to Schlu. Schlu drives with the right hand around Summer. Pass, nice pass, cross court to Waldy. Shot is missed. Zimmerman rips down the rebound, protects it well. Brittany Waldy had a good look that time off a nice pass. Couldn't cash in. Don's up by 1, 19-18. Wide open three-pointer for Casperson off the mark. And tracking down the rebound is Reif. And that takes her right into a fast break down the lane. Gets bumped in the body by Casperson. And Reif is going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. That was a turn of a friendly card that time, as that rebound came out high to Reif, who caught it and realized nobody was in front of her. And she took it the length of the floor and drew the foul. Shot on the way for Reif, and that's going to be short. Reif, a 5'7" sophomore. Good looking at Coach Wietrich's team. Lots of underclassmen, and they do have a full JV squad as well. And, from talking to some folks in Greenwood, as that shot rims out. Rebound Zimmerman. Very aggressive rebound by Haley. Good board. Now Stratman working against Waldy. Outside Casperson. Top of the key to Courtney Summer. One dribble with the left hand. It looks like zone defense now being played by the Indians. Here's Kibble turning, and she gets bumped as she went into a spin. Force went up with the left hand, but she got bumped by Reif. And that's going to be team foul number 5, and it's going to put Jenna Kibble at the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Called Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro, the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never happened, as Kibble's first free throw is up and good. Linder checking in, Reif checking out. That's Reif's first personal foul. Both teams have 5 personal fouls. Kibble has really, really stepped her game up this year, and I love her shot. She has everything kind of at that 90-degree angle. Her shooting hand is at that 90-degree angle. Left hand is off to the side of the ball. And when you're teaching shooting, that's about one of the most important things you can do. So many kids start off shooting two-handed, or they start off, once they switch to one-handed, they put that offhand, the left hand usually, kind of in front of the ball, and they end up blocking their own shots sometimes. Kibble does a nice job of getting that off to the side. Putting the earmuffs on, as they call it. Rasmussen, tough runner on the way, no good. Rebound comes down to Zimmerman. She's double-teamed in the backcourt, will dribble out of it. Nice job by Zimmerman. A lesser player may have panicked and turned it over there after she got double-teamed after the rebound. Kibble gets some contact, can't finish with the left hand, tips it outside to Zimmerman. Reset for the Dons, up by 3. Casperson surveys outside Zimmerman. Zimmerman will drive with the left hand, picks up the dribble just inside the free throw line. Now looking for cutters, and she throws it in the backcourt. She thought she had Summer, and Summer will track it down, and that's going to be an over and back violation on Columbus. 1:39 left to go. A little disjointed possession that time by the Dons, working against the zone that Greenwood's playing, and Wietrich is going to trigger now for Greenwood. Side out, gets it to Schlu. Emma Schlu, a 5'4" senior. Pass to Rasmussen, has it go off her hands. She still has her dribble. She might not know that, but she just dropped the ball. That's not a dribble. Here's Wietrich outside to Schlu, or I should say Rasmussen. Guarded by Zerman. Rasmussen crosses over Kasperson. Zone being played by Columbus. Kaya Abel pass down to Linder, and we're going to get a bump. And I think that's going to be on Kibble. If so, I believe that's going to be foul number 2 on Jenna. Team foul number 6. So the next one on the Dons will put Greenwood in the bonus. 1:15 left to go in this first half. Wietrich pass into Schlu. Top of the key to Abel. They whip it around to Rasmussen. Rasmussen double teamed. Good hands by Kasperson. Comes to Linder. And Linder did a nice job of protecting the ball that time as Kasperson went to reach in, and that's going to put Linder at the free throw line. Bonus free throws coming up. Hansen onto the floor for the Dons, along with Stratman. Kibble will take a seat with 2 personal fouls. Kasperson will take a seat with 2 personal fouls. 1:05 left to go here in the first half. First free throw is up and good for the freshman Linder. Linder's got 3. I'm impressed by what I see with this freshman, Tyson Linder, 5'8", has some strength down the post. Second free throw, no good. Courtney Summer, thankfully, has those long arms, was able to corral that one. Here's Stratman in the front court. Picks up the dribble, leaves it outside to Wilczek. Wilczek has hit a couple jump shots tonight for the Dons. Whips it around to Stratman. 53 seconds left to go. Stratman, nice job of cutting through that time, splitting the double team. Offensive rebound, Stratman after the miss. Haley Zerman open 3. That's short. Misses everything. Goes out of bounds. And it's going to be Greenwood ball. 42.6 seconds left to go. Let's see what the Indians can muster here with 42.6 and see how Coach Wietrich wants to play this. They've played a good first half. Been ahead a lot of this first half. Find themselves down by 2 right now. Will they hold for 1 or will they look to attack? Torbay on the floor for the Dons. Here's Rasmussen. Splits a double team. Once you split a double team, you've got numbers. Rasmussen shot up, no good. Tracks down the offensive rebound. Her and Schlu had it. Ball stolen away by Stratman. Good hands by Stratman. She's, as we say, a little bit pesky down there. Able to force that turnover. Rasmussen split a double team, and the Indians had numbers, because once you split that double team, you know there's more red jerseys than white jerseys. Missed the runner. Good job by Stratman to prevent another possession. Here's Zerman. 15 seconds left to go. Dons can't wait too long to get this possession going. Torbay picks up the dribble. If she squared up there, she might have had a shot. Not sure if that's her game. Zerman dribbles, spins down the lane, gets hammered. Nice move by Zerman. Taking it to the rack and gets fouled with 4.4 seconds left to go here in the first half. Foul was on Zerman, or I should say Waldy. That was her first personal foul. And that's going to put Haley Zerman at the free throw line. Serpro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Greenwood Indians getting set to check in. I think Schlu has sprung a leak as well. She's going over the trainer to get some blood cleaned up. And Wietrich back on the floor after an extended absence. That shot by Zerman hit every single part of the rim and did not go down. 4.4 seconds left to go. Zerman at the free throw line. Well played first half by both these teams. That shot is no good. Rebound ripped down by Linder. Shot by Waldy. That might have been a little bit premature, but at least she got one up. And we're going to go to halftime. 2-point lead for Columbus, 21-19. The Dons on top of the Indians. We'll come back and take a look at some first half stats right after this on Zaleski Sports.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in Central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
Back to Marshfield Columbus. We're at halftime. It's 21-19. Marshfield Columbus on top of the Greenwood Indians here on Zaleski Sports. Let's take a look at the first half stats. Start with Columbus. They were led in scoring that first half by Jenna Kibble, 8 points. Haley Zimmerman had 5 points. Gracie Wilczek had 4. Mira Torbay had 2. Courtney Summer had 2 as well to round out the scoring for the Dons. Indians led in scoring by Emma Schlew. She had 2 3-pointers. She had 6 points. Avery Wietrick had 4. Kaya Abel had 4. Tyson Lindner had 3. And Mesa Rasmussen had 2 points. Close one throughout the first half. Really nobody having any separation. I think if you were to add up the minutes that were led by either team, I think the Indians probably led for more of that first half, but they find themselves down by 2 here at halftime, 21-19. Game broadcast tonight brought to us by Hawkins Ash CPAs. They're the certified public accounting firm that's big enough to serve you but small enough to care. Accounting professionals in the firm's Marshfield office provide local tax and accounting services, and they're backed with the resources and support of 9 other offices and more than 150 team members. Contact Hawkins Ash CPAs in Marshfield for all of your tax and accounting needs. Visit them online at hawkinsash.cpa to learn more. Once again, we're at halftime, 21-19. Don's on top of the Indians. We'll take a break and we'll come back for the second half of action right after this on Zaleski Sports.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no one-man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? Do they make sure that you're comfortable? And that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has. My best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 17 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can get you rolling again. Sherrill Tire and Service Center is your locally owned commercial and farm tire specialist. Find us at SherrillTire.com. When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 17 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can get you rolling again. Sherrill Tire and Service Center is your locally owned commercial and farm tire specialist. Find us at SherrillTire.com. When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 17 mobile service.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com. Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, nasonvilledairy.com.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's US Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Starting the second half for the Greenwood Indians will be Wietrich, Lindner, Abel, Rasmussen, and Schlew. And for the Dons will be Torbay.
Back to Marshfield Columbus. We're getting set for the second half of action tonight in this Eastern Clover Belt Conference tilt between the Greenwood Indians and the Columbus Dons. The Dons up by 2, 21-19. Pretty low-scoring affair in the first half. Not a lot of fouls. Greenwood made it to the bonus. The Dons one foul away from making it to the bonus. Stratman set to trigger to start the second half. Inbounds to Kibble. Outside, and Casperson being hounded out there by Abel. Casperson looked to turn the corner, and she walked with it. Turnover back to the Indians. Now the Dons will play, it looks like a 1-2-2. Three-quarter court defense as Wietrich crosses over Stratman, crosses the timeline. There's a reach on Stratman. Pretty easy call for the ref that time as Stratman came across the body. And Wietrich will trigger on the side. Talking to some of the Greenwood parents at halftime. They're pretty bullish on the girls' basketball program in Greenwood. They have quite a bit coming up. That was a travel. Good call by the ref that time as Wietrich kind of took that little hop before she put the ball down. Right in front of us, so I had a bird's eye view. 17:36 left to go here in the second half. Stratman looking to trigger. Kibble coming to the ball. Flies for it. Now crosses the timeline. Guarded by Linder. This has been a good matchup tonight. Kibble outside to Casperson. Looks like the Indians will start in man just like they did in the first half. Stratman picks up the dribble. She's hounded by Schlu. Gets it outside to Zimmerman. And she just tight ropes the sideline that time. Keeps it in bounds. Here's Torbay. Working against Wietrich. Gets a ball screen from Zimmerman. Now Torbay outside to Casperson. To Stratman. Ball screen, Casperson. Trying to free up Stratman. Zimmerman on the little weave action. Back outside to Stratman. She'll center with the left hand outside Torbay. Kibble working hard against Linder, but Linder doing a good job of denying her the ball. Here's Zimmerman. Spins with the right hand down the lane. Little scoop shot, no good. Offensive rebound, Zimmerman. Shot on the way is no good, but she was fouled. And Haley, much more aggressive tonight than we typically see her.
Personal foul is on number 2.
And Coach Wilczek, I'm sure, appreciates it because they need some offense tonight with Callahan out. That's going to put Haley Zimmerman at the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Give Jamie Wenzel a call for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. Haley Zimmerman's free throw off the mark. Zimmerman, a 5'10 junior. Second free throw's up and good. She does have a nice stroke. Excellent from either wing. Ball comes into the front court. Rasmussen splits a double team. Outside to Schlu. Schlu three-pointer on the way is no good off the back iron. Kibble keeping Linder off the glass. Don's lead is 3, 22-19. Stratman, ball screen from Zimmerman. Turns the corner against Schlu, and Schlu was riding her all the way down the lane line that time, and she gets called for the block.
Personal was on number 44, Greenwood. Emma Schlu, her first, team second.
So first personal foul on Schlu. Already the second team foul in the early going here in the second half on the Indians. Inbounds comes to Zimmerman. Back outside Stratman. It's usually a good way to play it. Zimmerman tries to go up and under. Outside three for Casperson off the mark, no good. And rebound comes down to Wietrich. Lots of times on that baseline inbound play, you'll see the person that passes it in is actually the person that's expected to shoot the ball. And they usually run some screen action for her. Ball goes out of bounds. Kaya Abel kind of lost view of the ball as it was going out of bounds. She couldn't find it. Kind of looked like that Packers blocked punt when nobody knew exactly where the ball was until the 49ers ran it into the end zone. Here's Wietrich. Sorry to bring that bad memory up for you, but it happened. Kai Abel outside Wietrich, three-pointer catch and shoot. Partially blocked. Zimmerman gets the loose ball, and we've got a jump ball as Abel and Zimmerman get tied up. Possession arrow in favor of the Indians. Wietrich will trigger on the baseline. Let's see what Greenwood runs. Screen across. Waldy comes cross court. Rasmussen is the recipient. So Rasmussen was the screener. She opened up and has her second field goal of the ball game. It's back to a 1-point lead, 22-21. Good high school basketball game here tonight. It's Kibble outside to Torbay. Torbay, a little runner on the way, left it short. Rebound comes down to Linder. I really think Lindner is going to be, if she continues, if she keeps working at it, she's going to be one of the premier rebounders in the Clover Belt Conference in a couple years, maybe sooner than that. Here's Rasmussen surveying outside to Waldy. High post. Here's a nice bounce down to Lindner. Tough time catching it. Outside Rasmussen, open three. Off the mark, no good. Torbay, good rebound, but she stepped on the baseline. Frustrating because Torbay did a nice job of rebounding. Kind of lost her footing just a tad and ended up stepping on that baseline. So reset for the Indians. Pass comes out high to Abel. Here's Rasmussen on a bounce outside to Abel. Looking for Lindner, expecting her to come to the high post. She did not, and the ball was stolen away by the Dons. Here's Stratman, guarded by Waldy. And, we have the ref down. Hopefully he's okay. Not sure what happened. I think he just fell down, kind of smiling about it. Hopefully that was just a misstep by that referee and some embarrassment on his part, but his face turned a couple different shades of red. Here's Kibble, open three-pointer is good. Nobody came out to guard Jenna Kibble, and she made him pay. She's got 11 on the ball game, 25-21, and there's a bump by Stratman. Good call by the ref. Stratman was bumping Wietrich. She controlled the ball. Reif onto the floor. Lindner takes a seat. Yeah, the Greenwood Indians, very interesting makeup. They don't have any juniors. No juniors on their entire basketball team. It is all seniors, sophomores, and freshmen. And they've got some good young underclassmen coming up, it looks like. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. It's going to be off Zimmerman. It's going to be red ball. 14:25 left to go. Courtney Summer on the floor. Stratman will take a seat. She's got two personals. Wietrich will trigger. Waldy outside to Wietrich. Guarded by Casperson. And just a little ticky-tack bump that time by Casperson, but it was a hand check. And, the refs have been pretty consistent with that tonight. Can't guard with your hands. Sometimes I like to throw an arm bar out there just to, if somebody gets past me, just reach out and grab them. When you play pickup, there are no refs. It's call your own fouls. And I'm not calling it. There's Rasmussen looking to feed the post. Good catch down there by Reif. Goes to work. And she double dribbled. Yep, that whistle was a little bit late, but I think that was the right call. She had trouble catching it at first, and she did take a dribble to control it. And then she did a drop step and dribbled again. Double dribble. Seems like the right call. 14-11. One thing I'm sick of, if you care, is Tony Romo's color commentary. Hopefully CBS doesn't have the Super Bowl, but every single play is unbelievable. That was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sorry to vent. 25-21. Wilczek picks up the dribble. Unbelievably, she throws it out to Stratman. Cross court to Zimmerman. Kibble working hard down there. Can't get the pass from Zimmerman. Kibble really wants the ball down in the post, working against Reif. Outside Summer. A couple dribbles with the left hand. Outside Kibble. Shot fake. Good job by Reif of closing out. Here's Wilczek. Centers. Kibble. Drives with the left hand. Picks up the dribble on the baseline. Nice move by Kibble. Oh, what a shot. As she went down the left baseline. A little up and under for Jenna Kibble. Kibble's got 13. They need every point that she can score here tonight. 27-21. 6-point lead for the Dons. Wietrich. Three-pointer on the way for Wietrich. Catch and shoot. Off the mark, no good. Flying in for the rebound is Kibble. Knocks it to Summer, and Summer gets it to Stratman. And here come the Dons. Wilczek up ahead of the crowd. Dribbles with the left hand. Leaves it on a bounce for Kibble. Oh, she got it. Count it. And the foul. Kibble tripped up and somehow got that one to go, and she's going to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. And this is the biggest lead that we've seen all night. The lead is 8. Chance to make it 9 for Jenna Kibble. Coach Ron Wilczek wants a full timeout. We'll take a full timeout as well. 12:44 left to go in this ball game. 29-21. The Dons on top of Greenwood. Right back to Columbus Catholic High School after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
.12:44 left to go in this ball game. The Dons on top of the Indians, 29-21. Coach Trevor Wietrich needs to draw up something here to get his girls back in this ball game as the Dons have extended the lead. Ron Wilczek, coach for the Dons, actually called that timeout. Kibble at the free throw line trying to complete the three-point play when they come out of it.
Sausage, the best pizza in town, honest to God. They're going for $2.50 each.
So Kibble, after the unbelievable, to quote Tony Romo, shot there, she went down the lane, got the feed, got tripped up and somehow still finished. Can't complete the three-point play. Fight for the loose ball. Linder and Stratman. Look at Stratman down on the floor. Knocks it out of bounds, and it's going to be Don's ball. Lily Stratman. Just a bulldog down there. Smallest player on the floor, and was able to kind of force the issue, almost get the offensive rebound. Instead, gets possession. Here's a pass, comes inside to Summer. Summer with a good job of posting up on Wietrich down there, keeping her off that ball. Stratman drives to the right hand. Outside, ball stolen away by Kaya Abel. Here comes Abel in the front court. She's got numbers. On a bounce to Rasmussen. Catch, finish. No, she's fouled by Stratman. So Mesa Rasmussen will go to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Serve Pro like it never happened. And Rasmussen, leading scorer for these Greenwood Indians. She's been held pretty much in check tonight. She's only got 4 points, but a chance to get a couple more at the free throw line. Rasmussen's first free throw is up and good. Nice release by Rasmussen. Stratman will take a seat with those 3 personal fouls, but you love the aggressiveness by Stratman. Torbay back on the floor. Mesa's second free throw is up, in and out, rebound to Summer. Summer clears the gas. I think she just switched pivot feet. No call. Torbay. I could be wrong about that. Torbay left wide open from 15 and nails it. You could kind of hear the crowd that time saying, shoot it. She was open for what seemed like 2 or 3 seconds. Finally took a dribble in. There's a steal by Summer. Unforced turnover by the Indians. If I'm Coach Wietrich, I might want a timeout. This is definitely a game that the Indians can compete in here tonight against the Columbus Dons. A little bit short-staffed are the Dons. Kibble left wide open from the elbow, shot off the mark to the left. Rebound tracked down by Wietrich. Now Wietrich crosses the timeline. She'll pull it out, heave up a three-pointer. Nailed it right in the face of Wilczek, who had a hand up that time.
Avery Wietrich for 3.
Avery Wietrich's got 7 points. Indians needed that one. 31-25, the lead back to 6. Now here's Wilczek. Picks up the dribble, guarded out there by Waldy. Torbay, hounded by Wietrich. Wietrich goes under the screen that time. Comes back. Oh, beautiful pass down to Summer, but couldn't complete it. Nice cut and nice pass. Torbay down to Summer. Summer just left a little bit too strong. Kai Abel drives. Thinks about the baseline jump shot. Instead, back outside to Wietrich. Wietrich has the ball batted away by Wilczek, and here's Waldy. Waldy tried to split the double team, and she got bumped by Wilczek.
Personal was on Columbus's number 22, Haley Zimmerman, her second, team 5th.
I think that foul was actually on Wilczek. The ref accidentally held up 22, but it was on 12, I believe. Wietrich takes a seat.
Number 4,
Linder back on the floor.
Davidson.
Addison Davidson, a 5'4 freshman for these Indians, back on the floor.
Personal foul is on number 12, Gracie Wilczek. That's her second.
And Joe Byro correcting the initial call. That foul was on Wilczek, her second personal. Here's Davidson outside. Whips it around to Abel on a bounce to Rasmussen. Dons have done a nice job on Rasmussen tonight. Waldy to Davidson. Back outside to Rasmussen. Looks like a 2-3 defense by the Dons. Got Torbay and Wilczek working the top of that 2-3. A couple different ways you can play this if you're Greenwood. Lots of people think you can't really set screens against the zone. That is untrue. You can definitely set screens when you're playing the zone. Rasmussen has the shot blocked by Zimmerman. She couldn't quite corral it. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Indians' ball. Waldy's going to trigger on the sideline. Brittany Waldy, a 5'4" sophomore. A couple of teams in the conference that maybe have struggled in recent years, I think are going to do much better in the next couple of years. Greenwood is going to be one of them. I also think that Owen Withey team is one you got to keep an eye on. 10:22 left to go. Lots of sophomore and freshman players on some of those squads. Give them a couple years experience, see what happens. Waldy looking for a cutter, finds Rasmussen coming to the ball. Outside to Davidson. The Indians have Linder working the post down there against Linder. Could have had Davidson on a skip that time. Instead, they'll reverse it to Abel, trying to feed Rasmussen. A little lob, thankfully, for the Indians. It comes to Waldy. Shot missed. Courtney Summer can't quite corral that offensive rebound. Summer doing a nice job on the glass tonight, but her and Zimmerman both have had a couple instances where they need to snatch that ball, grab it with two hands. Don't go up there with one. Addison Davidson will take a seat. Wietrich back on the floor. Sophomore Wietrich looking for cutters. Comes way out high to Kai Abel. Thinks about the three-pointer. Torbay closes out. Rasmussen 3, left short. Rebound goes out of bounds. It's going to be Columbus ball. Good look that time for Mesa Rasmussen. Just couldn't cash in. Stratman back on the floor. She'll come in for Wilczek, who will take a seat. Here's Kibble. Hounded in the backcourt by Waldy. Now, Kibble will set a screen, and Stratman will cross the timeline. Greenwood faithful wanted a moving screen that time. Zimmerman, a couple dribbles with the left hand, leaves it outside to Stratman. 16-footer on the way, is left short. Rebound, Kibble. Or actually, that's Zimmerman down there, and she got fouled. Zimmerman's been working the glass tonight very well, and Haley's going to go to the free throw line for her efforts. So team foul number 4 on the Indians. That will put Haley Zimmerman at the free throw line with 9:37 left in this ball game. The lead is still 6. First free throw a little too strong for Haley. Substitutions coming in. Got Sarah Reif coming in, 5'7" sophomore, along with Emma Schlu, the 5'4" senior. Out there with Kaya Abel, Wietrich, Lindner. Second free throw is up and good for Haley. So I've got Haley 2 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. She's got 7 points. Here's Kai Abel trying to feed the post to Linder. Pass a little too strong, goes out of bounds, off the hands of Linder. Turnover back to the Dons, 9:27 left to go. Just looking up at the scoreboard, I believe that last personal foul was on Mesa Rasmussen, and that was her 4th personal. So that's a big story with 9:19 left to go. The Greenwood Indians' leading scorer is on the bench with 4 personals. See how long she stays there. Zimmerman, three-pointer on the way, is off the front iron, no good. Linder clears the glass, gives it to Abel, who hands off to Wietrich. Now here comes Avery Wietrich into the front court. On a bounce outside to Schlu, between the circles. Wietrich to Abel. Abel drives with the right hand. Nice move by Abel. Misses the shot. Rebound batted around. Goes out of bounds. And they're going to say it's going to be Greenwood Indian ball. Off of Courtney Summer, I believe. 16 fouls, by the way, on the Dons right now. So the next foul will put the Indians in the bonus situation as Wietrich comes way out high to Schlu. Schlu will shoot it from out there. She had 2 3-pointers in the first half. Schlu works it around to Reif. Reif back to Schlu. 2-3 defense by Columbus. Tough shot on the way for Wietrich. Missed. Stratman with the rebound. Now she gets bumped by Abel. Abel thought she might have an opportunity to get a steal. Instead, she gets called for the body. The block. Davidson gets off the bench. That is the second foul, by the way, on Abel. So Addison Davidson onto the floor. Abel will take a seat. Emma Schlew is guarding the inbounder at Stratman. Here's Casperson working against Davidson. Near steal that time by Linder. Comes to Kibble. Hounded by Schlew. Swing it around to Zimmerman now. Again, man pressure by the Indians. They played a little bit of zone in the first half. Schlew putting the arm on Stratman. That could have been a block that time. And there was a travel. Oh, wait. Away from the ball, we've got Kibble with the offensive foul. I thought they might get Zimmerman for a travel that time. Instead, we've got an offensive foul on Kibble for dislodging down in the post. That's team foul number 7 and personal foul number 3 on Jenna Kibble. This ball game's still up for grabs. 7-point lead, 32-25. The Dons have led most of the second half. In fact, all of the second half. Opening up an 8-point lead at one point. Here's Davidson outside to Wietrich. Wietrich, there's a whistle, and we've got a travel on Wietrich. Took a step before she put the ball down. Right in front of Dad and Coach Trevor Wietrich. Stratman inbounds way out to Zimmerman. Trying to catch Greenwood napping. Zimmerman goes down the lane, and she gets bumped by Reif. Good heads-up play by Stratman that time. Stratman passing it into the front court. Mesa Rasmussen getting set to check back in with those four personal fouls, and she'll come in for Reif. Reif has 2 personals. .7:55 left to go in this ball game. Stratman finds Casperson. Jump shot on the way, no good. Nice rebound by Kibble. Oh, and she dribbled it off her foot, out of bounds. Good hustle by Kibble. Just a little bit of an unforced turnover that time. Callie Hansen coming into the ball game. Kibble checking out, and I think Coach Wilczek with those 3 personal fouls might be trying to protect Kibble just a little bit with the offensive to defensive substitutions. Let's see if Greenwood goes inside now that Kibble's out of there. Addison. Davidson catches the skip, tries to split a double team, kicks it, ball comes back to her. Oh, and the ball she was going to shoot, and Hansen just stuck her hands up there. Got the block. There's Schlew. Got Stratman on the arm. Good call by the ref that time. 7:24 left to go. Still a 7-point lead. Points have been at a premium in this ball game. Probably not one of those games that are going to be stuck in the Library of Congress as an example of efficient offense. Stratman, first free throws up, rolls around, and no good. Stratman at the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel today at Serve Pro. Number 1 choice for cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never happened. Stratman's second free throw is up and good. So Lily, 1 for 2 at the free throw line. First point of the night for Lily Stratman. But she's been contributing with defense and rebounding. Lots of whistles out there all over the place for all different reasons tonight, and that was a whistle for a timeout. Coach Trevor Wietrich calling a full timeout. 7:19 left to go. I think we'll keep it right here and tell you this game brought to us by H&S Manufacturing in Marshfield. They are hiring. If you're a hardworking individual, then we need you. Do you want a solid company that offers top wages along with very generous dental, life, and disability plus 401k, cash bonuses, $2 shift bonus, and a substantial vacation plan that has you earning vacation from your very first day? We're looking for welders, painters, and assemblers for both first and second shifts. To apply online, Google us at H&S Manufacturing or log on to hsmfgco.com. Well, here we go with 7:19 left to go in this ballgame. We still have ourselves a ballgame. Greenwood and Columbus doing battle tonight in Clover Belt Conference action. Taking a look at the schedule on where these two teams go next. Greenwood is going to be next in action on Tuesday against Granton. That's going to be down, well, actually, that will be in Greenwood when they take on Granton. Meanwhile, for the Columbus Dons, they'll be in action Tuesday against Gilman. I'm telling you, that could be an interesting matchup. Gilman, a little bit better than their record indicates. They're so tall and athletic. Just got to put it together. easier said than done sometimes, as Wietrich left wide open from left to center. Nobody came out and got a hand up, and Avery Wietrich knocks it down. 10 points for Wietrich. 2 threes this half, 2 twos in the first half. Here's Stratman. Outside to Zerman. Kasperson outside to Zerman. Hansen is kind of playing the post where Kibble was before. Here comes Summer. Outside, picked up by Wietrich. Rasmussen guarding Zerman. Down the lane, tough shot, little runner by Haley. Good idea by Haley, couldn't get it to go. Rebound ripped out of there by Lindner. And here comes Wietrich. 10 points on the ball game. Abel back outside to Wietrich. She's hit a couple shots tonight, Wietrich has. Rasmussen working the high post, misses the shot. Rebound comes down to Summer. But Wietrich has hit a couple shots tonight with a hand right in her face, like the defender did everything they could, and she still made the shot. Here's Kasperson getting behind the zone again. Stratman and Kasperson kind of have that ESP going. They just kind of know where each other are, but Stratman traveled with it that time. ESP a little bit different than ESPN. That is a completely different thing. 6:09 left to go. What does ESP stand for? Extrasensory perception, I believe. 6:08 left to go, and the lead is 5. 33-28. See what the Indians do here, working against the zone. Looks like they have Abel running the high post. Now she hops out to the wing. Three-pointer on the way for Abel. That's off the mark, no good. Courtney Summer clearing the glass again. Hands off to Wilczek. The Dons can afford to be somewhat patient up by 5, but can't go into a shell just yet. Wilczek picks up the dribble. Summer comes back to the ball. Summer turns the corner. On a bounce outside to Kasperson, goes out of bounds, and they're going to say that was off of Lindner, and it's going to be Columbus ball. Kibble catching in front of Lindner, and Lindner bumped her. Lindner knew it as soon as it happened. She didn't move the feet that time. It got called for the block, and that's going to put Kibble at the free throw line to shoot some bonus free throws. Mesa Rasmussen back off the bench. I saw when she went to the bench, her and Coach Wietrich were talking. I think that was just a little break for some coaching action for Rasmussen, who's having a bit of a tough night from the floor tonight. Kibble's first free throw is up and good. Like we talked about, really like her approach at the free throw line, and when she shoots, just how everything moves up as one unit. You've got that 90-degree angle with the shooting hand in the cookie jar. All the shooting lingo I can throw at you. Here comes Abel. Bounce to Rasmussen. Three-pointer on the way for Schlu, no good. Rasmussen trying to fight Zerman for the rebound. Zerman wins that battle. Now Haley spins, gets outside to Wilczek. Near steal that time by Abel. Now Abel in pursuit of Wilczek. Zerman hounded out there by Wietrich. Wietrich keeping the feet moving. And we've got a whistle away from the ball. Another push, and I think that's going to be on Lindner pushing Kibble, and that's going to put Kibble at the free throw line. Kibble and Lindner have done some battle down in the post, and that is going to be personal foul number 3 on Lindner. She'll take a seat. Reif back out there for Lindner, who takes a seat. Free throws up and good for Jenna Kibble. Kibble having another nice ball game for these Dons. She's got 6, 10, 18 points on the ball game with 5:05 left to go. Both teams, by the way, in the bonus. In fact, Columbus now in the double bonus. Another free throw. She's killing the Indians at the free throw line. I've got her for 8 for 8 from the free throw line for Jenna Kibble. Schlu. The lead back up to 9 points now. Indians got to right the ship and do it in a hurry. Wietrich outside to Schlu. Back to Wietrich. High post, and Rasmussen got bumped by Wilczek. Both of them were going for the ball. Rasmussen able to get it back. Good job by Rasmussen picking up the loose change outside Schlu. They swing it around. Three-pointer Abel on the way is off the front iron, no good. Nice defense by Courtney Summer. Might have altered that shot just a touch. Here comes Wilczek working against Rasmussen. Crossover with the left hand. Outside Kibble. 17-footer on the way. Jenna Kibble on fire. Up to 20 points. And we've got a timeout. Coach Wietrich. If you want to make a run, it's got to start right now for the Indians. They've got themselves a Jenna Kibble problem. Kibble knocking down the 17-footer, gets her up to 20 points and gets the lead up to 11. 4:14 left to go in this ballgame. We'll take a break. Back to Columbus Catholic after this on Zaleski Sports.
Trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can get you rolling again. Sherrill Tire and Service Center is your locally owned commercial and farm tire specialist. Find us at SherrillTire.com.
4:14 left to go in this ball game. 39-28, the Dons with the 11-point advantage over the Greenwood Indians. Coach Wietrich from Greenwood calling a timeout, trying to get some offense here. That has been the struggle for the Indians in this ball game. They just can't seem to get anything going at the basket. Wietrich tries to force the issue, tries to dribble through a double team. Lucky she didn't turn it over there. Schlu hits Rasmussen coming to the high post. She loses the ball. Comes down to Summer. Tough night at the office on the offensive side of the ball for the Indians. Here's Wietrich. Outside to Casperson. Give the Dons credit for playing good defense, though. Kibble down the lane with the right hand. She is feeling it. Count it. And the foul, Jenna Kibble. Hooping the harm. All right, we don't want to do the announcer jinx thing, but she is 8 for 8 from the free throw line as she gets ready to try to complete this three-point play. Reif checking out, Linder checking back in. I think Coach Wietrich knows, even though Reif has 3 personal fouls, or I should say Linder has those 3 personal fouls, she is the Indians' best bet at guarding Kibble. Stratman checking in, Casperson checking out. So Jenna Kibble at the Serpro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. She does it, 9 for 9 from the free throw line. .335 left to go. Indians find themselves in a world of trouble now, down by 14 with 3:30 left to go, and there's a near steal by Wilczek. Knocks it away from Wietrich. Now Wietrich will trigger on the sideline. Looking for cutters. Dons have done an excellent job guarding Rasmussen. Here's Rasmussen catching left wing. Senior will put it on the floor with the left hand. Bounce down to Linder. Linder catches outside Schlu. They swing it around to Wietrich. The Dons just closing out a little bit too quick for the Indians to get a shot up right now. So give the Dons some credit. Here's a skip outside to Wietrich. Three-pointer on the way, guarded by Wilczek. Might have been partially blocked. Kibble saves it in. I think that was a good job by Kibble. She didn't know if Wilczek touched that ball or not as 2 players go to the floor. We're going to have a jump ball, and that's going to be a turnover back to the Dons. And that's one thing you teach kids. If you don't know, you have to go after the loose ball. You can't just assume it's off of the other player. 30-second timeout. Coach Wilczek with 2:55 left to go. He's going to draw something up. I think we'll keep it right here. Again, taking a look at the schedule coming up for these 2 teams. Next time out, it's going to be Gilman for Columbus. That's going to be next Tuesday. Then on Friday next week, they will play at Loyal. That should be a good ball game. Loyal gave them everything they could handle. The first time those 2 teams met, and actually Loyal knocked them off. That was a ball game we had here on Zaleski Sports where Loyal played full court man pressure for the entire game and really took Columbus kind of out of what they like to do. Then they'll be playing Neillsville, regular season finale. It's only 3 more games. That's kind of sad. Only 3 more games in their regular season. And then they will be on to the Clover Bell Conference crossover game that's going to be played Thursday, February 17th. And then on to playoffs. We'll see what kind of seedings they get. Here's a pass inside to Kibble. Great seal. Shot with the left hand. No good. And she was bumped by Linder. Wilczek with a nice pass down to Kibble. Kibble had Linder fronting the post that time. She turned around just like they teach you. Sealed. And the pass came into Kibble. 9 for 9 from the free throw line. Free throw is up and Oh, that one rolls around. That was the only one that was not absolutely perfect so far tonight, so I'm going to dock her at least a half point for that one. Kibble just filling it up tonight. 2:51 left to go. Linder taking a seat with 4 personal fouls. Second free throw is up and good for Kibble. Kibble 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for 12 from the free throw line. Wietrich outside. Schlu, three-pointer on the way, is off the back iron, no good. Wietrich is going to track down that rebound. Stratman in pursuit. Almost picked her pocket from behind. Here's Rasmussen, high post. Tripped by Kibble. Wrong place, wrong time. Good sportsmanship by Kibble. Helping up Rasmussen. Team foul number 8, so that's going to put Rasmussen at the free throw line to shoot the bonus free throws. 2:36 left to go. 16-point lead for the Dons. I'm impressed by how the Dons have played here tonight. Courtney Summer will take a seat. I think this has been a good game for Courtney. Doing a nice job on the glass. Getting a couple blocks. Doing some things that might not even show up in the stat sheet. Shot missed by Rasmussen. Rebound tracked down by Wilczek. Wilczek stop and go against Rasmussen. Now crosses over with the right hand. Here's Zimmerman. Drives to the left hand. Thinks about the shot. Turns. Fires. Puts it off the back iron and kills it. And hits that shot. So Haley Zimmerman. Nice bucket there. Working down the post is Reif. Shot missed. Rebound Rasmussen. Blocked out there by Zimmerman. Loose ball and Zimmerman tracks it down. Double team now, and we've got a foul. That was going to be on Abel. Abel got her on the arm, and that will put Haley at the free throw line to shoot the bonus free throws. Double bonus free throws, so 2 coming up for Haley Zimmerman.
As we're in the double bonus, will be number 22, Haley Zimmerman.
2:09 left to go. First free throw for Haley is up, real good. Some substitutions for both teams as Kasperson coming in for Stratman. Hansen checking in for Jenna Kibble, who will take a seat. She might be done for the night with 2 minutes left. Waldy out there for Greenwood, along with Addison Davidson, Reif, Wietrich, and Schlu. Second free throw is up and good. So Haley has a little pattern going here. She missed her first one, made her second one, missed her third, made her fourth, missed her fifth, and made her sixth. Davidson on a bounce outside to Wietrich. Waldy down the lane, shot with the left hand, no good, goes out of bounds. She's able to save it into Reif. Reif is, I think that was a shot, but it came down to Davidson. Now she's fouled, and I think that's going to be on Torbay or Hansen, who's onto the floor. Callie Hansen, the freshman, will pick up her first personal foul. That's going to put Addison Davidson, the freshman, at the free throw line with 1:45 left to go in this ballgame. Shot off the back iron, no good. So this will be a tough loss for Coach Wietrich and his Indians. Some really good signs, especially in the first half. Kind of got away from them just a little bit here in the second half tonight. Good defense by Columbus, and Greenwood just did not have an answer on the offensive side of things. Torbay looking for cutters. Ball is knocked out of the hands of Torbay, and I think we have a timeout. Coach Wilczek calling a timeout, bailing Torbay out there. That was close to a 5-second violation. We'll take one more timeout as well. 1:31 left to go. 47-28 is the score. Back to Columbus Catholic after this.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Back to Columbus Catholic for the final 1 minute and 30 seconds of this ball game as Zimmerman goes to work against Wietrich. Man defense by the Indians. Pretty much throughout tonight. Kasperson has the ball go off for Shin. Almost goes out of bounds. She's able to save it. Now finds Wietrich. Wilczek has the ball go between her legs and out of bounds. And it's going to be Greenwood Indian ball. Well, this has been a good ball game, but I'm telling you, a lot of people will be watching on Monday night here on Zaleski Sports. We'll have the whole crew will be out here as we'll be broadcasting Columbus and Neillsville boys basketball game. That is going to be a big-time contest. Neillsville undefeated in the conference. Columbus with one loss. That loss came last week to Colby in a great high school basketball game. And I think those three teams, obviously Neillsville in the driver's seat is Hansen. Good job of going straight up that time by Callie. Blocks Waldy's shot. And here comes Wilczek with the left hand. Shot in the way with the left. Good job by Wilczek. Right down the floor with the left hand, and she's able to finish with that left. 6 points on the game for Wilczek. Freshman having a nice game. Waldy. Ball stolen away by Hansen. Actually, that's Zerman. Up ahead to Wilczek. Wilczek layup with the left hand. Figure roll, left too strong. Rebound, fought for. Comes down to Casperson with 32 seconds. Zerman heaves up the three-pointer. No good. Casperson, another offensive rebound. Back to Zerman. Down the lane. Layup with the right hand. No good. She was fouled. I think that's going to be on Waldy. So Zerman back to the free throw line. Yeah, Neillsville and Columbus boys. That will be a good contest on Monday night here on Zaleski Sports. It's going to be my former co-worker Larry Hazer with the call on that ball game. Zerman's first free throw is up and good for Haley. So she breaks her miss one, make one streak. Now she's hit 2 in a row. Let's see if she can add on here. Wietrich takes a seat. Tiffany Mitt, a sophomore, on the floor for the Indians. Second free throw is up, no good. Rebound fought for, comes down to Reif with 22 seconds left to go. And Davidson goes to work. Up ahead, Laney Trampush, shot blocked. Zerman comes away with it, 13 seconds left to go. Don's going to put another W in the column. With this ball game with 6 seconds left to go, Haley dribbles it out, guarded by Mitt. She's just holding it out there. And that will be the ball game. Nice win for Columbus. Short-handed. Thanks to a big, big performance by Jenna Kibble tonight and the rest of her supporting cast. The Dons able to knock off the Indians' final score tonight, 50-28. We'll come back for the Nasonville Dairy post-game report. We'll take a look at the stats of this ball game. We'll also talk to Coach Ron Wilczek. I think we'll talk to Jenna Kibble after that nice performance. Back to Marshall Columbus after this on Zaleski Sports.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Back to Marshall Columbus. Good basketball game here tonight. It was close for most of this ball game. Columbus pulling away from Greenwood just a little bit in the second half. Final score tonight, 50-28. Let's look at the scoring totals from this ball game. We'll start with the Greenwood Indians. They were led in scoring by Avery Wietrich. The sophomore had 10 points. Emma Schlew had 6 points. Mesa Rasmussen had 5 points. Kaya Abel had 4 points, and Tyson Linder had 3 points for the Greenwood Indians. Meanwhile, for the Columbus Dons, they were led in scoring by Jenna Kibble. The junior had 26 points tonight, including a perfect 11 for 11 from the free throw line. Courtney Summer had 2 points for the Dons. Haley Zerman had 11 points. Lily Stratman had 1 point. Gracie Wilczek had 6 points, and Mira Torbay finished the ball game with 4 points in this ball game. Well, the Dons And the Indians, again, close throughout this ball game. Don's really pouring it on in the second half. Indians struggling against the defensive pressure the Dons were playing, and that was kind of the difference in this ball game. Final score tonight, 50-28. The Dons on top of Greenwood. Columbus going to run their record to 10-9 overall, 8-5 in the Clover Bell Conference East. Meanwhile, the Greenwood Indians will fall to 3-16, 2-11 in the Clover Bell Conference. This is the Nasonville Dairy post-game report here on Zaleski Sports. We'll take a quick break and come back, talk to Coach Wilczek and Jenna Kibble after that big 26-point performance here on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
I had her 11 for 11. I think that's right. Did she have what they have for 26? Yeah, that's what I got. Haley had 11. I thought Courtney said she did. Yeah. Help you a lot. Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, thanks for coming. Yeah. You're welcome. I see you on the film a lot of time. I know you do a lot of the filming for Greenwood.
Yeah. I might come back to basketball yet next year playing.
Okay. Coach is a good guy. I like Coach Wietrich, so you should consider doing that.
Yeah.
So he's okay. All right, we're here on the Nasonville Dairy post-game report, and Coach Wilczek. Oh, sorry about that. You're good. Yeah, good game tonight. It was really close throughout the first half, early part of the second half, but you guys pulled away in the second half, and it was really your defense. They really struggled against the defense you were playing tonight.
Yeah. Well, first of all, in the first half, credit Greenwood. I mean, they did a really good job of really attacking us defensively. You know, they pushed us out in the perimeter. We weren't getting any paint touches, no drives, and they got some turnovers. And we were talking about getting to the rim, and it was kind of a very similar game to our game at Greenwood. It was kind of a dogfight in the first half. In the second half, we came out in a defense like tonight. was what keyed us to victory. I thought our energy was better, rebounding better, and I thought we did a good job pushing the ball a little bit and getting some baskets in transition.
Yeah, you're a little bit short-staffed tonight, too, and some girls stepped up that maybe don't usually step up. And Courtney Summer, I thought, really did some nice things. She doesn't show up much in the stat sheet, but had a couple blocks, a couple steals, and cleared the glass pretty well.
Yeah, she has been coming on strong lately. She battled a leg injury a good chunk of the first semester, so we limited her minutes, her practice time, and she's healthy now, and she's really, really playing well. I mean, she's had a good 2-week stretch where she's been playing well in the high post and rebounding at a high level for us, and she's a heck of an athlete, so she's got a really bright future.
And with Maggie out, your second leading scorer, you needed scoring somewhere else. You got a little bit of that from Haley. Haley chipped in with 11 points tonight, and then Jenna just had a great game. She was 11 for 11 from the free throw line, and I tried to put the announcer jinx on her. It didn't work. She just kept making it. So really nice performance by Jenna.
Yeah, I'm proud of her. As a team, we struggled for a 5-game stretch, and it's no coincidence she was struggling during that same 5-game stretch, and she's playing better, and we're playing better. We need her to score. I mean, she's a primary option, but it's nice to have other girls stepping up and gaining confidence on the offensive end, like Haley Zimmerman, Courtney, Miss Maggie tonight. Obviously, she's an offensive threat, but yeah, I like where we're going. We're getting better, and that's all we want to do.
And finally, for you being a Greenwood boy, obviously you know everybody from over there. Kind of cool that you guys get to play against each other and see each other still.
It is. Trevor and I, we coach against each other, but we're good friends, and yeah, it is kind of special. It's weird going in at Greenwood, the boys' locker room where I grew up playing and whatnot. But yeah, it is a special feeling.
All right, thanks, Rod.
Yeah, you're welcome. Appreciate it.
Let's grab Jenna. Where is she? Jenna. Good game.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, Jenna Kibble, really nice performance tonight. You finished with 26 points, a perfect 11 for 11 from the free throw line.
Really?
Yeah. Have you ever done something like that before?
No, I have not. I've been working really hard on my free throws, actually.
Yeah, and we were talking to Coach Wilczek. Kind of a rough patch for the Dons girls for a little bit, but you righted the ship tonight. You kind of stuck with it. Mm-hmm. Patience is a virtue. So what was the difference tonight that helped you right the ship?
Yeah, we did go on a losing streak for a while there, and we were just working really hard in practice and trying to figure out what we need to do better and stuff like that. And Greenwood, they're a really aggressive team, so they put up a good fight against us.
Yeah, give Greenwood credit. They've got some nice underclassmen.
Yeah.
And you were doing battle with Linder, and I was kind of commenting that I think that she's a good post player, and as a freshman, she's got a chance to be something special.
Yeah, I didn't even know she's a freshman. I just found that out in the locker room, but she's going to be really good when she's older.
Yeah. All right, if you want to look in the camera and say, you know what to say. I'm Jenna Kibble.
I'm Jenna Kibble, and I'm in the house.
Great game.
Thank you.
I was commenting